Hey everybody. Um, I've been watching a lot of now. I got to tell you this, I guess first. I've been riding two wheeler bikes, motorized, since let's see, I was probably 3 years old when I got on my first one. I was driving go karts at the same time too. Uh, all through my childhood, I had many bikes, and when I got up to, let's see, I think I was 14. And I told my parents, man, I got to have something with some gears and shocks. All my go kart or my mini bikes never had no damn shocks on them. And I wanted more speed too. They weren't fast enough for me by that time. So I moved up to Chaparral 100. It was an Enduro, had lights on it and turn signals and everything. But it had knobby tires on it for off road. I didn't have a license, so I had knobby tires on it. And this bike was made by Indian. It was a Indian Chaparral 100, and it was a four-stroke. I would ride that thing to. I was working as a bus boy at a Val Vista Country Club. Dishwasher. I started off in a bus boy, but I'd ride that thing to work to that job at 14, 15 years old. Uh, because there was a lot of country between my house and that damn uh, country club at the time. Now, today, there is nothing. There's no country in between it. But I went from there to street bikes, and I had a KZ 750, had a Goldwing 1200 or 1500, Goldwing 1500. Um, Hondas, I've had, I don't know how many Hondas. I can't even remember them all. But I'm just talking about dirt bikes at this point. When I moved out to Arizona, I bought my first dirt bike out there was a two-stroke RM 250 Suzuki, and I rode that thing for years. It was in 1981, and I think this was like in the 90s somewhere. Rode the shit out of it. Finally, a buddy of mine, he had a CR 250 two-stroke that he bought a brand new one, and he had a 1981 CR 250. So I bought that one. Now that bike I took, and I stripped it down to the frame, took the motor over to a guy he raced for K&M. He had a shop there in Phoenix. I took it over, my motor over to him. I took it all apart, took the motor over to him. I said, I want it ported, polished, balanced, blueprint. I want this thing to where I can't get another damn drop of horsepower out of it. He ported and polished every day. I mean, he went through this thing. $1,500 through a little two-stroke 250 motor, man. $1,500 I paid him to go through that thing. And we got it back on. I got it all back together. I powder coated. I had the frame sandblasted and powder coated. Knew everything on it. Put the motor back on it, and rode the shit out of it. That thing was fast, buddy. But I started watching these, and now back when I was riding in Arizona, that was back when Jeremy McGrath was king. He had a 500 two-stroke CR 250 or CR 500. I mean, not a 250. And Jeremy McGrath was king at that time. And I went down. He was down in what was that called? Glamis Beach, down in the Baja, yeah. And down there. Well, I've been down there a few times and saw him down there too. They had a lot of competition going on down there, so I'd go down there and I'd ride too. I wouldn't. I wasn't in the competition. No, by no means, people. I was not good enough. No way. But my bike was a badass bike, man. But I started watching these damn these bicycle mountain bike racing guys, man, and they're not powered or anything. These guys are powering them themselves, man, and they're coming down off of these damn glaciers and shit. They're starting up on top of ice, and they'll race down through the mountain. Man, it's a wild ride, man. They got them helmets on their heads. I've been watching. I got to watching those, and then I haven't watched any dirt bike racing in years, but I used to be really into it. A video came up. This guy was running his It's a damn dirt bike. Looks just like a dirt bike, but it's an electric bike. And he got it out on this track with these 4 strokes and these 2-stroke guys that were pretty good, He wasn't racing them, but they were all getting out there just practicing, I guess, on a track. And when you're racing them dirt bikes, people, your bike is loud. For one thing, most of them are running a racing pipe on them fucking bikes, so they're loud as hell anyway. And you can hear people coming up behind you or beside you or something. You can hear their bike, coming up there. This guy, he's out there running with these loud ass bikes, man. He's having to beep his fucking horn because he's coming up on them to pass them and shit. They don't even know he's there. They can't hear him. He's on their back wheel. They don't even know it, man. I was laughing my ass off. So he's right. He gets up near these guys. He's got this little horn that goes beep, 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 beep. And he'd go by them, and these guys are beep, beeping back at him and shit. And I was laughing, man. I was laughing, and he was doing good. He was doing pretty good. He could run with the 4 strokes and 4-stroke mode. Now, he probably couldn't have run with them on top end at all. But running on that track, they're not running top end. They're running low end or mid range. So, them 4 strokes, he was running them. He was passing them and shit and getting it on them. But at the end, and he'd beeping at it that damn. It just reminded me of having a little red horn on your bicycle going wink, 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 going by people, man, when I was a kid. And I'm talking a horn. Honk, honk, honk. You had to squeeze it. That's what it reminds me of. And but he got at the end. He gets up there, and this guy, he's on a 2-stroke, and this guy's a good rider too, buddy. And he couldn't pass him. He couldn't even hardly stay upright with him. But they did get to racing a little bit side by side through these jumps, man. That damn electric bike's whooping some ass, I gotta say. But it was, he only got to ride it for, I think it started, matter of fact, it went into limp mode, he said. And he didn't have full power anymore or anything, so he was taking it back, and he parked and he got off of it, and he looked at it, and it said it was pretty much empty. And it gave him about 24 minutes of riding time. But he was riding hard too. Now he was going through he was getting there and everything, buddy, just like everybody else. So that's riding hard. Now, if you wasn't riding hard like that, you could probably ride in an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that shit. But they was even telling him at the end when he's parking him, man, you couldn't hear that damn thing. And he goes, somebody had told him, he said, man, he's going, why was you guys honking back at me? And they go, well, goddamn, you come by us honking, we're going to honk back at you. That was some funny shit, folks. I just wanted to share that with you guys. You might want to check them damn things out. Them mountain bike races, man, they're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. I never did no mountain bike racing, but I never did no racing through the mountains. See, I went through there at my own damn speed. I wasn't racing no damn buddy. Mountains I was on, but you guys have a good day. That's just me having fun, guys. This is my Fakawi channel, my Fakawi four-wheeler channels. It got shut down for a little bit, and then I've got so many other channels going. I got some things I want to do to my Jeep, and I'm gonna get that on here. But I've just got other things going on right now, and now these holidays are rolling up. If you guys, if you need to, if you want to watch some of my stuff, you're gonna have to check out some of my other channels. I'm popping videos on at least 3 channels right now. I'm trying to keep this one and my Boardman Township, but I'm just doing what I can do, folks. So, you guys have a good day out there. Seek Jesus. Have a good one.